100 the greatest science fiction movies, man. It's me, your boy C, the host of most of the things here on the Pop Riga Network, and we're keeping this train rolling, talking about the 100 greatest science fiction movies of all time, in my humble opinion. We're almost 2 weeks into the year at this point, man. A week and a half, some change, man. Hopefully your 2022 is starting out right. There's been no insurrections as of yet, so we can say that 2022 has a leg up on 2021. But we're not here to talk about the general shittiness of this country. We're here to talk science fiction movies. Yesterday, we talked about number 89 on this list. Number 91 on this list. Number 91 being Stargate. A big shout out to Manny Manfredonia on that bit of business right there. If you haven't watched Stargate, man, what are you doing with your life? It's such a 90s movie. Like, at some point, Kurt Russell just looks to the camera and he goes, "This was filmed in 1993. So go ahead and check that business out. Or if it's been a while, man, treat yourself to a favor. Go ahead and check out Stargate one of these here days. Today, however, we're talking about our number 90 on the list. And we're talking about Mute. Duncan Jones joint, man. That came out on Netflix 2018, I want to say. Don't quote me on that joint. But yeah, man, we're talking about Mute. This bit of business is a lovely movie. And let's get down to the synopsis of this bad boy. He doesn't need words. Okay, all right, that's how we're starting out. A mute man with a violent past is forced to take on the teeming underworld of a near-future Berlin as he searches for his missing girlfriend. And that's what this joint's all about, man. Mute, I think Mute is criminally underrated. The critics panned it. The audience has panned it, but I love it, man. Mute is such a weird flick, man. It exists in that Duncan Jones universe that started with the wonderful Moon, which we'll talk about later on down the road. But it is not a direct continuation of Moon, per se. It's just another story in that world. But Jones does take a second to acknowledge the events of Moon in a very clever way. If you haven't seen it, Mute is, it's kind of like Duncan Jones' sci-fi noir movie, noirish, neon noir, that has all those genre trappings of a great sci-fi noir. We got a missing girl, we got multiple moving parts to the story, we got a ticking time bomb, and the man that's on the hunt for said missing girl. This is hands down one of the best Paul Rudd performances of his career. And it happened on a Netflix movie that everyone decided sucks and wrote off. This movie, this is the movie that made me pay attention to Justin Theroux a little bit. Hey, babe. Listen, I love a movie where there's almost no redeeming characters, and Mute is definitely that. And it's wonderful. That's pretty much all I can say about it. With the exception of Alexander Skarsgård, everyone in this movie sucks. They're all shitty, horrible characters. Even the woman who goes missing is a horrible person. I implore you, Mute is a movie you really need to check out if you haven't. And go back and check it out again if you have. Give it some more love. The cinematography is sublime. The neon all throughout is great. And when you think the movie's over, there's like another 25 minutes that are just as good as the rest of the movie. I'm telling you. Mute is something you need to check out. And if you're one of those people that panned it, let me know what didn't work for you. I can tell you one thing that doesn't work in this movie is the story is almost too convoluted. Like, there's almost too many moving pieces. And you're like, okay, who's that person working for? And what's their motivation? And what are they doing? And it all kind of dovetails nicely towards the end. But when you're in the middle of the movie, you're just like, oh, there's just too many people to keep count on, man. There's too many moving parts throughout the story, but Jones brings it all home in the end. Moon, Mute, and Duncan Jones did do a graphic novel in 2020. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it is also set in that same universe. So go ahead and give that a check out too if you can find it, man. But that's it for our number 90 movie on this list. Mute. It's on Netflix, like I said. Go ahead and give that joint a check out, man. That's it for this bit of business. We will be back tomorrow in 24 of the hours to keep this train rolling. And we'll see you then. Take it easy.